So what do you do, and what do you think everybody should do to be happier?
Talked about medication. I think mindfulness. I also took a class in mindfulness, and I can tell you how many times I've done this, numerous times, of mindfulness, being in the moment.
Yeah.
How many times have you put your sunglasses on your head, and after a little bit, you spend a half hour looking for them because you don't know where they're at. And God. Yeah. I took a keto for a number of years because my boys are half Japanese.
Yeah.
And it's a Japanese martial art. And that's exactly what my sensei would say. Be in the moment. If you're washing dishes, you're washing dishes. And if we could do that, I try to practice that. That way you remember where you put your keys. I put my keys here. Did you lock the front door? Every time I lock that front door, all right, I'm locking the front door. Yes, I did. I know I did because you're in that moment. I think that really helps.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. I feel like I live right next to the beach, and it's a great opportunity for me every morning to walk my dog along the beach. I either take him to the park. There's a park 5 minutes away, really, really lovely off-leash dog park, or there's the beach as well, and it's a dog beach. So I have the really amazing ability in the morning to walk along the beach, listen to the ocean, so on and so forth. A lot of the time I've got a podcast in, and I don't do it enough, but they talk about the act of feeling the sand between your toes as like, that's really in the moment. And it's nearly a form of meditation if you're focusing on just that. You know what I mean? So I totally agree. There's so many little things in the day that you can be really mindful of, and really nice things, feeling the sun on your skin.
But who's to say doing the dishes isn't nice if you're in the moment? It just depends on the emotion. It just depends on the emotion you attach.
Like you mentioned, that on the beach, there's more and more studies coming out about grounding, having your feet touch the earth.
Yeah.
Not walking out here on the cement or asphalt or something, but being at the beach. Your feet had the electricity flowing through the earth and into you. There's a lot of things going out there.
Yeah. Our friend,
you're very lucky to be able to do that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Our friend Tommy Sirra, he actually is trying to go back to like pretty much hunter-gatherer, and he hunts his own hunts part of his own food.
He hunts a lot of rabbit.
He hunts a lot of his own meat. He's just started, and he actually sleeps on an earthing bed.
Rocks.
He's got his mattress is earthed.
Wow.
Like electronic.
I never understood what he meant by that.
Well, I don't understand it either, but
But I'll let me explain it to you.
Actually, we'll get Kevin to explain it.
Yeah.
Because I actually have no idea.
Talk to us about Tommy, Kevin.
I can tell you what I read about it. This guy, he had a wire.
You tell us what somebody else knows about
exactly.
it.
This guy had a wire going from his feet out into the ground.
Yeah.
And he said it helped him tremendously.
Really?
Now,
how do you mean that? So what? Just a electrical
like
wire?
a copper wire or something going from...
electrically.
He was conducting the ground energy
into his body.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
That's
I'm not going to be the one to tell them, no, that you're full of crap. I mean, hey,
do what you want, man.
Fantastic.
Dress me up, mate, if
Where'd you get that wire at? Where'd you get that drink at?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, what have you been smoking, bro?
Yeah. What's in those donuts?
Power rings.
Yeah, sorry. We just for everyone's understanding, we were talking about donuts before, and apparently they're called power rings because they're nutritious foods.
Yeah, and the police are Power Rangers. Is that what we ascertained? Yeah,
Power Rangers.
Kevin likes to call himself a Power Ranger.
That's right.
That's a cop thing.
Yeah, it is a cop thing. Yeah.
So I find that really interesting to ask people what they do to be happier and to live a fulfilled life. Me and Tommy are very big on self-development, having routines and morning stuff. Really, like we write a gratitude. Well, I write a gratitude journal. You have. I don't know if you do it.
I don't anymore. I meditate with gratitude when I can.
Meditating. I like to try and make sure I get in-person catch-ups with my friends at least once a week.
That's what I wanted to mention also.
So what do you do? Tell us more. What do you believe in?
That support is huge. I have this quality of life triad I developed, and it starts with me on the top, and then you have your professional help. Doesn't mean psychologist, psychiatrist, although they're in that group, but that anybody in a profession that helps you. My Aikido instructor, yoga instructor, life coach, anybody like that. And on the other part of this triad is your support system. Huge. And I think why women live longer is they get together all the time. They get together a lot, and they're chatty Cathy, and it's not just dumping all their problems on each other, but they're out there, and you get this connection. And guys, we're macho, and we can suck it up and handle it all until it's all down the tubes, and you're doing horribly. But if you get a chance to go out, just to be with some friends. And I think we all need to do a little more of that. I have a book out I think you know about. I'm possibly thinking, it was a lot of work, of doing another one, but called, I'm going to throw it out there. I haven't mentioned it to anybody yet, so you're the first.
Oh, here we go. Breaking news on Adventure
There it is.
Yeah.
Called Where's Your Front Porch? Because way up in Mount Shasta in Northern California, there's a little bitty town where my family grew up, my mom's side, and it's a timber town. And to live in the little town, you had to work in the timber industry. Every single home there has a front porch. And back in the day, before TVs and everything else, you would go on your front porch, and that was when you would visit. Everybody would walk around, and everybody's on their front porch and visiting. We don't see that anymore. I don't have a front porch. So where's your front porch?
That's so good.
Yeah, I
That's such a good point, isn't
I
it?
wrote on the plane over here. I wrote a few little blogs that I'll release just on my personal stuff or whatever. Took a little bit of time to write, and I'm very big. It's the same concept as the third place. Like it might be your gym, your Aikido studio, your archery class, your painting class, whatever. It's like because we have homework and that's your community basically. Or where do you shoot the shit? You know. And I feel like when you talk about it with your friends, I genuinely, if I haven't seen my mates in a while, if I go and drink a couple of beers, talk a whole lot of just ridiculous shit.
Yeah.
Go to the movies, go do something dumb, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll come back, and the next day I'll be like, I genuinely
You feel lighter, man.
can feel it. You can actually feel the effects of like, that was great to catch up with my mates.
Do you know what?
You know?
Is like, for me, one of the best things about this podcast, apart from meeting fucking fascinating people across the world, is Power Rangers as well. Yeah, people love
this one.
People love donuts. yeah. I mean, Bill and I, because we're self-proclaimed dumb individuals, but we fun, fascinating to learn. You know, we try to learn, but we get to talk shit, you know, with our guests and have a bit of fun and stuff. But like, this is just so real. I look forward to these shows because it's so real. You know, we're having really amazing conversations with people from all over the world, and this is something that's just forgotten really in this day and age because it's so easy just to have an easy chat to someone like this, you know, but it's not real.
We're losing our communication skills. We really are. And another thing I wanted to add is, for those of us who suffer, a lot of times it's very difficult for us to get out of the house. We just don't want to.
Yeah.
But if we can get out of that house to go walk that dog out there and have that sun hit you like you talked about that, then you're like, all right, this is really good. But it's difficult to take that first step and get out of the house for many of us.
So then my question is, what about someone's off the bridge, someone's seeking help. Is there a point where we start to have to talk about personal responsibility? Because if your point before was so great, you know, you're talking about your son, you know, I can't get to sleep. Well, I mean, just look at what you're doing, you know. People, I'm so sad. Well, I mean, you have 6 coffees a day, you know, you're eating sugar all the time, you don't exercise. I mean, why would you possibly be happy? You know, why is it so hard? I know we're creatures of habit, but why is it so hard for us to take a legitimate, honest look at ourselves and go, I mean, the reason I'm probably depressed, one of the reasons, you know, I'm not suggesting this is the only thing, but maybe one of the reasons that I may not be adding value to my life is because I'm really not fulfilling my evolutionary needs, you know?
Your lifestyle. What did you do today? Yes, exactly. You get up first thing in the morning, you eat 10 power rings. What do you think is going to happen? Come on.
Yeah.
What are you doing for self-improvement? What are you doing for the community? You know, if you're working, are you doing any kind of pro bono work? Things that are greatly satisfying.
Gratitude.
If you went and put yourself in all these situations that aren't good for you as a person or your family, man, you got to have some responsibility for yourself too. You really do.
Yeah,
you know, people come up and they blame all sorts of people for all these things. Man, you got to look on the inside too. You really do.
I feel like it is tough. It is a tough one though, like because happiness is a habit and unhappiness, you know, is a habit as well. It's like the gratitude journal thing. Like there's a lot of things that gratitude journaling is good for, but what I do it for is it's like kicking a football. Or throwing a football. Let's use the NFL, for example. Aussie rules, we kick it, you guys throw it. Weirdos. But, throwing a football. The first time you try to throw a 20 yard pass with a football would have been terrible, you know. It would have been a shit throw. You practice it and practice it and practice it, you get good at it. That's what gratitude for me is, practicing the art of happiness and being grateful. But practicing the art of being unhappy and keeping yourself at home, you get better and better at that.
Oh yeah,
and that's the neurological pathway your brain defaults to is negativity.
Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to rewire itself.
Cool, man.
Absolutely right. Absolutely
Make
right.
sure that was on camera.
Cut that bit out, Cam.
I've had 14 Power Rangers. I'm feeling pretty good. What's in that coffee, mate?
I have one brilliant thing a month, and usually I use it up on the first. So then I'm screwed.
Yeah.
But yeah,
go,
absolutely.
I wish I was in front of a school then. Neuroplasticity is the sum of the square root of it.
No, yeah.
And then it becomes that thing
taking
of
responsibility,
sorry,
like you
Kev.
said, for yourself. What can you do for yourself? Then, and I think a really big one is who you hanging out with.
Yeah.
If you're hanging out with so-called losers, man, more than likely you're going to be one too. You know, unless you've really established yourself and good self-confidence and control where you're going in to change those other people. But if you're just going along with the program, it's going to be very difficult to dig yourself out of that.
Yeah.
You know, I like to have some mentors. I believe in that, good mentors, and being around positive people. I really believe that helps tremendously.
Discovery Roger, go for deploy.